Hi everyone and welcome to BrownBear Wargaming. Now this video is all going to be about our very first Warhammer 40,000 tournament. Woohoo! So we were lucky enough to be invited down to Mirfield Miniatures, down in Mirfield near Leeds, for our very first tournament. We've only just started to understand how to play the game. We've created our armies. Now for this tournament, we had a 750 point limit. So we've worked through our codexes and created our two armies. For me, I've decided that I'm going to be collecting a Space Marine chapter called the Raven Guard. They're sneaky, they like to hide, and they've got lots of different stratagems to help them with their battling. Little Bear here, what army have you decided to collect?
I decided to collect Orcs, the Bad Moon clan. They are very showing off. They like to show off all their gold and everything that they have. So yeah.
So two very different armies. Now, Mark from Mirfield actually messaged me just the night before and said, "Hi Big Bear, really sorry, but is there any chance that Little Bear can create a 750 point list because someone's pulled out?" So Little Bear, he was quite happy to oblige. Again, he was in the same boat as me and didn't really know what he was doing when we got there, but the guys from Mirfield Miniatures, everyone that took part in that tournament were so helpful, really supportive, and even some of the guys there, it was their first game as well. So we set off from our home in the north of England and we set off all the way down to Mirfield Miniatures bright and early on a Sunday morning. As we got closer, we pulled up and we made our way upstairs to get ready for the tournament. And that's where Little Bear here met one of his heroes, Pickle Bear.
Pickle Bear.
Thanks very much for the photo, Pickle. Anyway, the tournament started and it was great fun. The idea of the tournament was that we had an hour and a half per game. There were 3 rounds maximum per game, and we were allocated various victory points. There were set secondary objectives and a set primary objective as well that followed throughout the whole tournament, which really helped us as beginners because we knew what we were looking for at each game and what we were trying to achieve. In my first game, I came up against Andrew and his Imperial Fist army, and it was a really close game. I did make some mistakes that would have got me some extra victory points, but unfortunately, good old hindsight's a wonderful thing. I didn't do that, which then I hoped I would be able to do in the next game. So I did lose my first game. However, Little Bear, tell us about your first game.
Oh yeah, I played against a
Space Wolf army, wasn't it?
Space Wolf army. They're very good, but I won. Yeah, because I had no clue what I was doing. I was just shooting at them, missing every shot. I went into close combat and got a couple of points in there, and then won off secondaries basically. So yeah, I won.
So actually playing the game is a really good way of getting to know what your army is good at and not so good at. I found that my Raven Guard army, they were quite good at shooting, and they were good at sneaking in behind and getting into close combat with some of the units I have. Whereas for Little Bear, he found that Orcs are really not very good at shooting at all. However, when they get into close combat, that's where their strengths come through. For both of our second games, we both lost quite miserably, but it was still a good learning curve. It pays to really know the rules for your army, and in my second game, that's when I fell down a bit because there was a few things I didn't know as well. Make sure you read the up-to-date chapter approved to find out any changes to your army and things like that. It was in that game I found out about the Armour of Contempt rule, your favourite rule.
Oh yeah, Armour of Contempt.
And I wish I'd known about it in that second game against 1,000 Suns because I was absolutely annihilated. Third game though, I played Josh from the Pickle Jar and his Necrons, which was great fun, and Josh was superb at helping me to understand what worked well and what didn't. And yes, he won by an absolute landslide, but it gave him a chance to use some different tactics that he hadn't used in previous games. Little Bear, he had his final game against Death Eaters, was it?
Death Eaters? That's Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was up against Space Marines last game.
Oh, Space Marines. And you lost your third game as well.
Yeah.
However, here's a photo of the end of the overall tournament. We didn't win anything, unfortunately, but that wasn't the purpose. The purpose was just to go enjoy ourselves, have fun, and try and learn more about the hobby itself. However, big thanks to Mark from Murfield Miniatures, because not only did he ask for Little Bear to join in lastminute.com, he was also really appreciative that he had done, and as the youngest player in the tournament, Little Bear got a little prize, didn't you?
Yeah, and I still beat you.
You did beat me. But his little prize, is it up here? Little Bear got a little prize of this awesome orc truck, already painted in Bad Moon yellow, as if Mark already knew.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about entering your own tournament and you've never really played a game before, don't worry about it. Everybody there was so helpful, and I'd highly recommend that you just do it, just get involved.
Top tip for orc players, never use Gretchen. What is that? 7+ save? How does that even work? What, you're gonna have an AP +1, you still lose?
Don't forget to check out our link to Wayland Games in the description down below.
Link in the description.
This link will take you to our affiliate, Wayland Games. For over 10 years now, Wayland Games has stood out as Europe's largest independent retailer for tabletop hobbies. You'll find great value and savings on favourites like Warhammer 40,000 and War Machine, but that's not all. They have a massive range of products, from Star Wars to Star Trek, from Dungeons and Dragons to Dice Towers, magnets to Magic the Gathering, even Pokemon. So whether you're visiting them for the first time or you've shopped with them many times in the past, then welcome to Wayland Games. Use the link in the description down below and use it to purchase your next products, and not only do you get a nice discount on retail prices, you'll also help out BrownBear Wargaming. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I've been Big Bear.
I've been Little Bear.
Happy gaming.